What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Scale. Now, Scale, quality layer 2, hugely dumped in price, really. I think this is one that's still got a lot of gains to be had. And not only because I think it's outstanding, but also I do think there's a lot of money that they've got aside for funding, which is a huge deal. So we'll talk about what this can do in terms of price. Before I get into that though, guys, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about. In those videos, I pointed out that these cryptos are ones I was buying up, and the reason was I thought there were massive gains to be had. Now, you can see what the prices were of all the coins when I recorded and released the vids. You can see what the highs they hit were less than 18 months on. Now, say you'd only put $10 into each. That's a 26 coins, that's a $260 investment. Your profit would have been 12.3k from 260 bucks. But if you'd have put in $100 into each, that's a $2,600 investment, your profit would have been 123 grand. Now, I sold these off. These are not the coins I own. I've been buying up cryptos while the markets have been flat, and I share the cryptos that I'm in on copymycrypto.com. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know. Anytime I sell a crypto, I let my members know. And I give them a percentage breakdown every time I do it. Now, we put a poll out recently. The biggest thing that crypto investors struggle with is banking profits. Whenever I do that, whenever I sell off a crypto, say I go, I'm selling this crypto, 20% of it, but I'm banking profits. I let my members know so that they don't make that mistake. Now, if you didn't make 20 or 30x gains in the last bull cycle, Copy My Crypto is something you're going to want to check out. We had coins that 40x, 50x, 100x. Phantom did nearly 700x gains. And if you're interested in copying along, because there's no work involved, it's literally me that does everything, and the members can just copy if they want to. Go to copymycrypto.com, go see what the members achieved last bull cycle, go see what I've said historically as well. Everything is there as public record, so you can verify it all yourselves. Right, let's talk Scale. So Scale is currently priced at around 2.4 cents. So it's described as a modular blockchain network to bring scalability to Ethereum. It's the only blockchain capable of running an unlimited number of fast on-demand pooled blockchains that have zero gas fees. Now, the individual chains are known as Scale chains and can be dApp specific or shared. The project's website says it wants to enable people to build and run dApps in a decentralized modular cloud built for real-world needs and configured for your requirements. This emphasis on decentralization is not at the expense of security. According to Scale, those who build on this platform can run Solidity smart contracts thousands of times faster at a fraction of the mainnet cost. With games and content streaming services among the projects that already take advantage of this infrastructure, it makes sense why you would have games and content streaming services, because they're the ones that require the most sort of throughput. Now, and they're also the ones that have the biggest costs. One of the reasons Theta, as an example, is a really exciting project is because it potentially revamps the way that any streaming service delivers its content. And the cost of delivering the content is actually one of the biggest outlays for someone like YouTube, as an example. So Scale right now, since it's been up and running, they've had 76 million transactions. They have saved over $1.2 billion in gas fees. There's there's over 430,000 wallets for Scale. Now, again, put this into context for a second. Scale's market cap right now is 109 million, and they have 400,000+ holders. That's huge. That is huge. The grant system that they've got in place looks really damn good. So they've allocated $100 million worth of Scale for founders and developers looking to run a fast and efficient EVM smart contract. And they also have the Innovate program, which awards grants to builders who contribute to the development and growth of Scale's ecosystem. They have a gaming specific grant in place. Now, bear in mind again, gaming is such a big sector of something like Scale. Like there's so much potential for gaming on Scale. NFTs have a dedicated amount of, I think it's 10 million Scale tokens to help NFT artists and creators get started. They have legitimately like really thought this through in terms of how they are presenting, like providing people with the opportunity for grants. Which again, really good system. You can also stake Scale. Now, it's worth noting, I think the returns are pretty good. Yeah, so if you delegate your Scale to someone that's a validator, it's 11% returns per year. That's pretty damn good. And you can see the ecosystem that's grown here. So you've got OX Battleground, which is a play-to-earn battle royale type of game. You've got 3Air, AI Land, Affen, API 3. I mean, you can see how massive this thing is. And we can go specifically and focus on, as an example, entertainment and gaming. And you can see that right now, games and entertainment-based cryptos have really taken to Scale. Like a huge amount as well. This is quite a surprising amount of projects in such a short space of time. Remember, Scale hasn't actually been up and running for that long. It launched in 2020, like the end of 2020. And to be fair, they hit that peak of the bull cycle. They ran all the way up to like 85 cents. In fact, I think all-time high was a bit higher than that. $1.22 all-time high. So it's a fraction of that now. And the thing is look, there is potential here. They are developing. There's nothing objectionable here potentially from the SEC. Although to be fair, the SEC just do what the fuck they want, don't they? But this isn't a DeFi-based crypto. This isn't a centralized exchange. And they're, at the moment, the things that appear to be targeted by the SEC. So, right now, I think they're probably safe. Tokenomics data is not there. However, you can see the total supply will be 5 billion. So, we're most of the way there. Now. And look, in terms of development, there's quite a bit of consistent development. Scale update very regularly, releasing sort of news on where they're at consistently. They've got the levitation protocol that they've introduced now. They've launched a decentralized zero knowledge scaling protocol, so it's just ZK rollups effectively. They've introduced their bridge as well. And Scale actually topped Dartmouth's blockchain study as the fastest chain. And this analyzed all cryptos. And they were saying Scale is the best in that regard. And when you realize its market cap is only 109 million, you've got to think this can do something. Now, realistically, I'm looking at this going, a lot of the volume that was hovering around, particularly in the previous bull cycle, was around that 40-cent region. So that would be the initial target. Obviously, if it breaks through that, I'd be looking at that 60 cents after that. But I think initially, Scale should be targeting about Scale price should be looking at around 40 cents because they are fast, they are incredible, and they are growing. Everything right now is in Scale's favor. Obviously, the markets keep having pullbacks here and there, but in terms of the ability for a developer to come on board and just crack on, it's one of the best. So I'm very, very, very intrigued to see how this goes and see if they can really add to that ecosystem with some real quality DeFi protocols potentially, or some really good games. If they can start doing that, then all of a sudden Scale's value can only rise. And with most of the supply out, I think 40 cents is a reasonable target. Put it at a market cap of around 2 billion. I think it works out at 1.8 billion. That's not outlandish. That's not outlandish for potentially the best scaling solution. around, or one of the best. I like it. 40 cents seems reasonable. Maybe new all-time high, but it would have to get above $1.22, which is about 50x from where it is right now. But what do you guys think? Do you think this can go higher? Do you think this can go to a couple bucks? Or do you think this is going to not break its previous high? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you're a return viewer, hit the subscribe button. These videos are going to make you money. Don't miss them. And guys, if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing and make gains, Copy My Crypto is where you want to go. On copymycrypto.com, I share with all the members the cryptos that I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I tell the members what the crypto is, the gains I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in. When I sell a crypto, I tell the members what crypto I'm selling, the percentage I'm selling, and that I'm banking profits. And that's the single biggest mistake investors make. So by doing that, hopefully my members do not make that mistake if they simply copy along. Now, realistically, guys, we've probably got one bull cycle left before the market's crushed by regulation, crushed by governments. So if you didn't make the gains last bull cycle, again, on Copy My Crypto we did. I mean, Jesus, just Phantom alone nearly did 700x. So if you've never gone onto the site, go on the site, see what the members achieved last bull cycle, see what I've said historically. Everything there is public record. You can verify everything you read yourself. And maybe I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.